Now, there you go, Red. You have the stage. Do the intro.
No. Now my recording is already started, so you still have the
I'll
stage.
start
Come.
the stopwatch. There you
You
go.
just have
It's
to
on its
do
way.
the intro, fam. Come, just do the intro, fam. You know,
No,
I
you
can't do
did
the
the
intro. I
intro.
can't do the intro.
Why not?
Cause I'm chat. I hate the intro.
So now you're just forcing everything upon me, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, Red, that's very like a pedophile of you. I'm underage, now you're just forcing yourself and your ideals upon me.
And you're
huh?
not underage. That's the thing. You're over 18. You're not 21-year-old almost. Trying to act like fucking not.
Under 18?
No, you're trying to act like under 18, fam. So you see, you're the one that wants to go touch little kids.
Why
So
am
you're
I
trying to
the
act
one
like
touching now? You're the one touching.
Nah, you're the one touching kids because you're the one who's trying to become a little kid, fam.
Nah,
So, you know,
that
they get
doesn't
lied.
mean that I'm the one going around and touching other small children. That means that you're the
No,
one.
no.
because
You're the one that's trying to
You're
touch
the
little
old
kids, fam.
25-year-old man in this call. So
Man, I'm only 20 years old.
nah, I
See, I'm
see.
still over 8. I'm still above the 18. But you went and lied about your age and became under 18. You know, which is horrible. Come. So just the intro. Let's go.
Okay, well, and anyway, welcome everyone to the Extremely Average Podcast. You said let's go, so this is all just gonna stay in because it's less editing for me. So
I see. You don't want to do the new intro. We had a new intro, but I see you don't do it.
Nah, you see, Red has this new intro that he wants to say, but he's too shy.
We have it because we all have it. It's a
No, I don't.
podcasting.
My phone is locked
together.
on the notes. I can't move from the screen.
No,
Because
you can, of
on
course,
the screen, you know, I
I
have all the topics for today's podcast because you don't have any topics.
have a lot of topics.
So I can't move from this page. You know, I can't switch applications or anything like that.
No. The thing is, you just have to talk about that topic. You know, it was a fun topic. It was a fun topic. I mean, it's a fun intro.
What topic did we already talk about?
Yeah, you know, everybody wants to hear this intro now. Which you should do, fam.
I see. We'll tease the new intro and then have Red go and say it in front of the mirror to build up self confidence. And then next episode 12, you know, then Red will do the intro and he'll bless you guys with that new intro.
I see. Bless. Because you know the word "bless" is also in the intro, so you're already there, so you can just do it now.
Yeah. Let me just pull it from my memory because I've already memorized it. You know.
Yeah.
I struggled for 10 episodes to have to say our regular or first intro. Now you expect me to know a new intro that I read like twice. Huh?
Fam. I know you study for your exams. You know you do well in exams, so you can pretty much learn this. Like what it's like, basically like 3-4 lines, which you can just study quickly and do it.
Yeah, but the old episode, the old intros as well. So I'll just use the old intro that I have in front of me.
Come. No. You said you're doing the new intro, so let's go.
Okay. I was just about Goat and Red, you know, just your two average guys with nothing to do, entertaining you with an extremely average podcast. There you go.
I see. So you know, no new intro for you guys.
No.
Yeah, you know, as soon as Goat builds up the confidence to say it, he will, and then you know. But so far, yeah, that's you know, welcome back for the 11th episode. You didn't say 11th episode.
Oh well, I got cut off quite a few times, so you know.
I see. Okay, it's fine. Well, I'm Red, the one with the anime profile. That's Goat, the one with the demon profile. You know. Demon profile still, you know, always with the demon profile. You still have a Goat.
You really need to go and do some rebranding because you're called Red, but you have a blue profile or like background and everything, so it's quite contradictory.
Thing is, right? It's not even that. It's just and if you check the Discord names, it's called Old Red Young Goat.
Yeah,
so it's not really like.
It's fine. We have the names there, and they now know our names. But you see, if I am talking and someone like, so Red, what do you think about this and this? They'll be like, oh, who's this Red guy? And they come check the video of the podcast and they see he's a blue guy. And they're like, is this guy like colorblind? Does he have like problems? Did he not succeed in elementary school? Did they not teach him colors? What's happening?
Well, you know, lucky for us, we are on our Spotify. So you don't have to worry about which color I am.
Okay.
You see, it was all part of the plan. You know, I thought ahead. I was just thought ahead. You know, this is why I brought it up on this topic on this episode.
Is it now?
Just so I can prove you wrong and everything. But you know, like still, you know, it's rather better to have someone who's colorblind than someone who worships a demon goat.
Ah, I see. But it's fine anyway. So as an announcement, guys, we are now on Spotify. If you missed that, we are in the works of uploading all of the clips, all of the episodes so far. But hopefully by the time this episode goes live on YouTube, the Spotify will also be up and running.
Yes, all 11 episodes, which Goat will do solely by him.
So. Okay, so I see now I have to do the intro, I have to do the outro, I have to do the editing, I have to upload everything on Spotify. I have to do the topics. What else am I gonna do? Am I gonna do a solo podcast?
You know what, bro? I'll upload everything on iTunes in the next 20 episodes. when we finally come on iTunes, you know.
Yeah, when we figure out that platform as well, because Spotify is also something that I haven't used for podcasts, or at least uploading it. So
Spotify was actually quite a unique thing. You know, you had to do some other things. I had no idea. We had to go to other websites, build something, and then come back.
What was it? RSS code or what was that thing called? But yeah, some weird. Okay, well, we just need it. Okay, well, anyway, welcome to the solo podcast. So on today's episode of Stage Fright, you have me thinking of how am I going to entertain a group of people while my co-host has immediately died. There. Oh, the episode's there. Why do I keep saying clips?
Yeah. Also, you know, on clips, you know, we are gonna we're gonna upload the full episode.
And then don't make any promises.
What you mean? That's not making promises, so now we have to do it, you know. Let's just jump on the opportunity. Right. Hopefully, I don't know, maybe from episode 11 and onwards, we'll see. I guess we will see. No promises, like God said, no promises. Yeah. But yeah, now on to the first episode. No, topic.
Okay. Did you want to go with the first topic?
No.
Okay, well, I have a quick topic, and I probably think that people are really tired of us talking about like wars and the world wars and things. But just also quickly, I think that it would have really been scary and like during World War I and II, because like obviously in world wars like these and during the Cold War, there was a really big demand for like increase in technology and infrastructure and all those things. Like your country had to prosper to make better equipment, to make like better technology in order to fight and survive, you know. So like I saw a video of the first fighter jet where they were speaking of like the speeds that it could go up to and like how different it was compared to the planes that they had in that day. And I think it must have just been extremely frightening as like a foot soldier to just like walk around. You're like in the trench wars, you're like in the front lines, you're storming this open piece of land, and then just you hear a jet. Like imagine the sound of jets that we have, just like a lot louder because it's not diffused or like probably moved away or whatever. And then you just see something come by you at the speed of sound or whatever. And you're just like, what's that thing now? We're just gonna die. Because like obviously in those days, you as like a regular soldier, you won't know about the cutting edge technology that your country is developing. And like if it's the opponents, if they have it, you obviously won't know what their technology is before you see it. So it can just be like you see the jet coming on one of those bombers and just like carpet bombs the entire regiment there or the entire like 100 kilometers where you're fighting. You won't know how to react or what to do. It's just like, okay, it's just death, you know?
Yeah, you panic and you run around like a little headless chicken.
Yeah, if you didn't die the moment you heard the jet coming closer, yeah.
You know, why are you talking about World War all of a sudden?
Because I just wanted to talk about like how it would have been frightening to see other countries or your country improving their technology and you not knowing it, because people are very afraid of change and new things.
Actually, I don't know. The older you get, the more scared you are of change. That's true, yeah. But on from this, from planes to the ground. What do you think about driving, fam?
Onto another mode of transport.
Yeah, it's another mode of transport. But basically, over here in South Africa, everybody that has basically a VW, Volkswagen, thinks they're a pro driver. Or any kind of just a bit of a fast car, and they start thinking they're the best fastest driver in the world. So like when you're driving on the highway, we're going to the Joburg, right? So now you're driving, right? It's and driving there's like no cops and so like driving at 160. That's quite fast, it's going pretty fast.
There aren't cops, but there are certainly cameras in some of the places.
There's no cameras, bro. Yeah, we I live in a bush area, so there's no cameras. you can drive at 200, they'll be like, oh, okay. So we're driving, right? At 160, fam. Now this VW, it's those small polos.
Yeah.
This guy, he comes in like he just comes in like he just thinks he's a super fast driver. He comes in, and then since like we're trying to overtake a truck, like there's a guy in front of us that's also overtaking. We just started coming behind them. Now this guy, he comes up really. He comes us like he just starts speeding up behind him, comes next to us, and then cuts in. And it's a small spot, like but he has a polo, so he can cut it. So like he cuts in, but he forgets. This is the highway, fam. Everybody's driving fast. Fam, that's when you start hitting the brakes. And this guy, because like since he came in so fast, right? There's the car in front of us also. He also has to step on the brakes, which almost could have led us to bump into him.
Yeah.
But luckily, so my question was to you, right? If it's a situation like this, right? What would you do? Let's say there's just a car to like either would you go bump into him, or would you swerve to the right?
To the shoulder, usually, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, to the right, where the oncoming traffic is. So are you gonna take a risk of maybe getting a head-on collision, or are you gonna bump into the guy in front of you?
I think it would depend a whole lot on the specific situation, because even though accidents happen really quick like this, you should still have enough time to assess the oncoming traffic, the speed at which
let's say it's a hill.
Person.
Let's say it's a hill or a curve, so you can't really see anyone coming. So like let's say there's a big car in front of you, so you can't see anyone that's coming in front of you. It's oncoming traffic. So now it's your choice. Are you gonna risk it? Fuck.
Well, I think the safer option would technically be to hit the guy in front of you, the ones that's also stopping. But then you should just have hoped that the guy in front of you stopped, but he didn't stop too early, because obviously that can also happen. Like if they got frightened or whatever, they got jumped, and they just slam on the brakes way harder than they should have. Like everything locks up and they stop. Because then if you hit into them, they're gonna go flying again forward. But if you just go onto something coming at like the same speed as you, or just slightly slower than you in the other direction, that's gonna be way more of an impact. I would.
Yeah.
If my physics isn't wrong now.
So basically, what I was thinking, like if I was like that, I would obviously since it's a polo and we win a fortune or so.
You guys would be way better off than him.
Yeah, so I was like, yo, fam, run it, fam. I just speed up in further. Let this guy go to hell, fam.
Yeah,
if he's gonna pull these stupid stunts.
I know. My dad always made the joke, and I really hope I don't get cancelled for this. But like he said that if someone, those people, I've seen a lot of them in like America, where people are trying to make like insurance claims, where they jump in front of the cars or whatever to kind of like say, no, you hit me. And my dad was like, no, if that happens, he's not going to slow down. He's going to try and speed up so that you won't be like, okay, no, this guy just hit me. He's going to be like, oh no, I committed vehicular manslaughter. Like, the guy has nothing left of him. He's a puddle of blood there. So yeah, you're just in that situation like, no, this guy doesn't know how to drive, so I'll just drive through him. It's fine.
Damn. See, so yeah, that damn, this guy is gone, man. But yeah, so yeah, that's how do all of like how we're going to go destroy this guy. Well, also the thing also like you really hate when people are driving. Just what is when like like you're coming in, right? So you can obviously overtake. And then you just see someone else overtaking, like because like it's quite a long road. So someone starts to overtake, but they're driving slow. Or they drive the same speed as the guy they're trying to overtake.
Yeah, so it takes like half an hour for them to move out of the way again. Yeah.
Literally, like they're just driving they're driving right next to each other. It's like, bro, can you move, fam? If you're overtaking, go ahead. But I hate when that happens.
Yeah, like that's quite I would say reason for my road rage is I don't mind if you go in front of me or you like cut in or whatever, but you have to be faster than me to do that. Because like if I've had it a few times now, I use the highways a lot, as you know. But like if I go and like in one of the places on the N1, there's always slow people on the left hand side that come over to the right because the road splits up ahead and they have to go to the right or whatever.
Yeah.
And they would go. I've had it with like a pickup truck or whatever. And the guy went out of the lane second on the right, and he came in front of me driving 80. I was driving like 120, 130. So in that moment, I had to also slam on the brakes and be like, okay, well, this is death now. Because like if that guy drove 130 and he changed lanes in front of me, he would have been fine because I would have probably like been like, shit, what's this guy doing? So I would have gotten a small fright. But I would have seen that he's actually moving out of my way, or like he's moving faster than me. So I don't have to worry about slamming into the back of him, like front tail collision. What do you call that thing again?
In bumper?
No, well, just drive into him. Obviously, it's going to be into his back, the back of the car.
Bump into him. Yeah, bumper. Call the bumper.
Yeah, but it's fine. But another thing, with people being so like them just thinking of themselves, something that I have noticed a lot is because I drive a small car, so people don't usually care about the small cars. Like you don't feel intimidated as with a Fortuner. Like that's a big car coming. You won't just drive in front of it because if it rear ends you, you're probably gonna have like a 2-seater all of a sudden from a 4-seater to a 2-seater. You just reduce your size slightly. But with a small car, they don't think about that, or they don't fear, quote unquote, fear you. So a thing that I've had is I can drive quite fast. Okay, well, usually the speed limit, as you should, but people that don't like get out of the way for me, like if they're on the furthest right lane and they drive slow, like driving beneath the speed limit or whatever. So then I'll be like on their tails, be like, okay, well, is this guy gonna move that I can go past? And I just like don't give a hell, I don't give a damn about me. It's just so frustrating because if it was a big car, you would like get out of the way for them if they're driving faster than you. But because I'm a teenager. Oh, well, okay, I'm a teenager. I'm a young person, young adult, in a small car. They just don't care. They're just like, who's this guy? What does he want? Because I've had it so many times where like I try to drive, and then like just recently last week when I came home from campus, there was this oldish lady, I would say like 40 to 50s, like that area, because she's not that old then, in midlife crisis, like midlife, that type.
If you're having a midlife crisis at 50, fam, you need to get your priorities straight. People die at the age of 50s when like
don't we have like a 49 life expectancy?
35 to 45.
But anyway,
that's a midlife crisis, but people you're trying to heal and you're killing people calling 50 years old, fam.
Okay, well, not that old, in like a mature stage or whatever.
Compared to you, they're old, yeah.
Yeah. And she was also in a Toyota and a RAV. And every time, like we started, I was in front of her, and I went to the lane, the second from the right, just because I wasn't driving like above the speed limit. So it's like, let me just get out of the way for other people that want to get home faster. And she drove past me, and then turned in front of me, and then basically stopped. She was then just driving like 110. And I was like, okay, I gave her a moment to like realize, okay, no, this is not 110 road, you can go faster than that. But it didn't happen. So I was like, okay, well, put on my indicator, go back into the fast lane, speed past her. And then I just saw her put on her indicator, and then she followed me. And then I drove for a while, like, no, I'm not going to let you pass again. And until we got over to like a cleaner area where there were less cars and things. And I went over again to the next lane because I thought, she won't do it again. And then she just comes along and drives next to me for a while, like the same speed and occupying in both lanes, both of us occupying a lane. And then she went in front of me again and just drove slower again. And she did it like 3 or 4 times. So I was like, okay, well, and then I went way to the left lane and started like weaving through traffic. Don't do that. That's unsafe. Weaving through traffic because, keep left, pass right. So that's fine. And she still followed me, and she still managed to stop me somewhere. I can't remember where it was.
Wait, what? Maybe she wanted you. Maybe she wanted a young white boy, huh?
Okay.
Yeah. That's what she was really actually looking for. That's why she was following you around.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I don't want to dust off the merchandise before I use them, so it's fine.
What? What the?
Okay. You know how haven't you heard the insult of like there's cobwebs growing there? That's what I mean.
Bro, okay, insulting the poor lady just because she was following you, huh?
Yeah, because she's old and she doesn't know how to drive. That's really frustrating.
But she could also say you're young and you don't know how to drive. That's what she can say.
But I clearly do. I know how to go from one place to another, so it's fine.
Okay. But what are I really, really fear trucks. I do not trust truck drivers. You cannot trust, especially when they're turning. It is one of the most fearful things you'll see.
And buses that take like 2 lanes to turn. And they do it without any indication, because obviously they can't have like a board. Okay, some of them have stickers that say it takes 2 lanes to turn.
2 lanes to.
But like I know there was one in just outside of the campus, one of the campus buses that took 2 lanes to turn in like a one-way street, and we had to reverse up the one-way street because the bus was too fat to like turn around there. But yeah, that's another story.
The thing is that I was wondering, like, what. Okay, it's trucks. Trucks are things. The worst thing is driving on a highway with someone who's like, I don't know, some people that drive like all night and stuff, I get next to a fuel tanker. That's like, that's just something wrong about to happen. One time, when I was still younger, a bit younger, I was driving and I saw a fuel tanker and like, it's fine, I'm just overtaking him. I saw this guy smoking a cigarette, fam.
Very safe.
I just looked at it, I was like, clearly he did not read the signs on the big tank behind him.
Yeah, but those things are supposed to be kept up to standard and like sealed and everything, so that they don't have like leaks or any potential leaks like that. But it's still so unsafe.
It's just like the people that just smoke at a gas station. You're just like, that's safe. But
I know that one time on just when we get on the highway here close to me, it was also going to campus, and there's the one lane that I was in which joins onto the highway, and then there were 2 trucks on like the first lane and the third lane, so there's a lane in between them. So I joined just behind them, and I tried to go in between them to like get in front of them to go on, because obviously they're driving a slower speed than I am. They're driving like 100 or whatever. And the bus on the third lane just started coming over to the second lane. but I just don't think that he saw me because, like, obviously, it's they are quite high up, the ones with the engines underneath the cabs.
Yeah,
It was one of them, and I just think that the guy either didn't check his mirrors or he didn't see me because I am in a small car. So I was driving and I saw that this guy was just coming over to my lane. So I had to obviously I decide either I slow down or I speed up and like try and squeeze in between them like forward.
yeah.
And that's what I did then because I didn't have much of a choice. So I geared down one, and I kicked my foot down, obviously, and I just started revving, and I went past them. But in that moment, you do have a quick fright. You're like, okay, well, I just almost got sandwiched between two 18-wheelers. That would have been very nice.
But from this topic of just cars and stuff, I'm wondering, like, do you think would you be alive for flying cars? Or flying vehicles, But do you think you'll still be alive?
Well,
No?
I think we would be, unless there is something very drastic like a war or an apocalypse or something like that.
World War Three? You mean
Like, unless there's something like that, I think technology is improving at such an exponential rate that the chances are that we'll see flying cars in the next like 80 years at least. I would
80
say.
years, fam. That's damn, bro. I'll be dead, fam. That's 100, fam. You think I'll live till 100, fam? I'm already unhealthy. Man?
Okay, well, with the improvement of technology, we'll probably have an improvement of healthcare. Yeah.
Yes.
But that's also actually a really interesting topic. Is that with how healthcare has improved, and like diagnostics and things have improved, and the ability to see problems before they actually occur, and like medicine or preventing some viruses and sicknesses and things like that, it made it so that people, obviously, their life expectancy is increased, and like with organ transplants and bone marrow transplants and things like that. So the chances are that you'll survive longer. But the problem is something like your nerves. Or at least we can't do anything about it right now. So many more people start to get dementia and Alzheimer's and other brain-related disorders because of like your body can only go until that length. Like you can keep yourself alive with like a pacemaker if you have heart problems, or stents if you have cholesterol, and like cleaning up the arteries and shit. Like, or not cleaning up, but opening it up. But you can't do anything for your neurons that are slowly dying, and it's just kind of depressing, but also really cool to see. Like your body's just like, nah, I can't anymore. I'll just die now.
I see. It's really cool to for the young people. That they are not related to you. That's so cool. Look how the atoms are dying. But you and your family is like,
yeah. Obviously, my grandma has dementia, so I know that it is a real problem, and it would have been nice if someone could do anything about it. But it's just you have to die of something sometime.
You see, you just don't die, fam. You just don't die. This is, I remember I think we talked about, I don't know if we talked about immortality on the podcast, but
I know we have talked about it, yeah, but not on the podcast. Yeah.
Okay, on the podcast. But I always thought, like, I know something that is coming closer to what's coming closer to the metaverse, what Facebook is creating. I'm just excited about playing games and like that. That's the one thing I want to do.
I thought you were gonna go the route of like, have you watched Futurama?
No, I have not. I know there's a new season coming for Futurama though.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that, but I just knew in the series they have obviously the cryopods or that type of equivalent where they froze people for an amount of years, and they also had like a few celebrities and like famous old people, scientists and things, that they have their heads floating in like a glass bottle. And the person was still alive. Obviously, it's a comic, so you don't have to be realistic. But it's like that. I thought you were going to go, like, oh, one day we'll just like chop off your head, throw it in a simulation, and you'll keep on living. Yeah.
For me, it's more about gaming.
Yeah, no, I see.
But are you excited about the metaverse? Facebook metaverse,
I
privacy
don't really
gone.
know anything of it. So
You don't have to know anything. I just said you're excited about playing games like Sword Art Online, like going into a game with yourself, you're actually there and stuff like that. VR, virtual reality, augmented reality.
it
Which one?
would be nice, but I know that in my situation now, I know that my parents wouldn't want me to do it. Like they
Wait, why?
wouldn't want to be like, oh yes, good for metaverse setup, and you just enjoy yourself with that. They hardly want me to play games anymore. What you mean, fam?
Lucky for you, you are almost done. You'll finish university earning your own money. So if your parents are still telling you like that, even with your own money, it's like nah.
Hmm. Nah.
Did you say your name?
Yeah, I did slightly. I said my nickname at least. It sounded like you almost said my real name there. So, I could have just glossed over it and nobody would have known, but now you just had to point it out, huh?
Yeah. Luckily, it's still a fresh episode. So like all the people that are subscribed to us know you personally, or not personally, but I know you. Just know your name.
Okay.
I think.
Nah, I'll never know. But anyway, do you have another topic?
I see. I did, I have a Futurama coming. Very excited. I have never watched Futurama though, so I can't really say it's Futurama. That's what Futurama.
I've only watched like one. I think I watched 4 seasons of it. But it's quite nice. But just also on the topic of like views and watching, watch time and things like that. So there was this TikTok account. Okay, well he's still doing videos. He was called Daddy Ditto. And he had a girlfriend at the time, and she was called Mommy Ditto, because like he made videos before, and then okay, and anyway, so they made quite a few videos together, and some of them were really funny. Some of them were just questionable, but it's fine. But then after they had a breakup, Mommy Ditto broke up with Daddy Ditto. And he still continued on making videos, but she stopped like completely, I think, or at least for a while. I don't know if she's still going on, but obviously she changed the name and everything like that. But his content went downhill. He went from like 100,000 views on TikTok and how many ever likes or whatever, to like having 1,000 likes maybe. So it's still quite a lot. For like small YouTubers and those type of things, it's still a lot. And he started streaming on Facebook, like Facebook Gaming. He had like a contract with them or whatever. But it was just so weird to see, like, okay, well, these guys, they had this dynamic or like this partnership going on, and they made fun content. And after the breakup, he just fell off the face of the earth.
That's the problem with starting businesses and stuff with friends and family.
I think especially if it's in a relationship, like a couple.
Yeah. You should never start a business, or either you just know, fam. You have to have contracts written up, like, yo, fam, this.
If we break up, you can't take 50% and my dog. That's fine.
You take 50% of everything, and your dog, fam.
Yeah.
But when you ask me, do you have a topic? I did check my topic list. I have a topic written here. It says child loss. I don't know what I had in mind.
Child loss.
Yes, like I have no idea what I have in mind. Like I don't know why, because just before that, it's a manhwa. We talked about it like briefly, like way before. FFF Trash Hero.
Yeah.
That one, and I have child loss, and does closing the door affect the strength of your Wi-Fi? Like I don't know what happened in that span of me writing those three topics.
No, it's quite questionable, especially like the Wi-Fi one as well. Okay, because obviously if you close doors or more walls in between, the signals have to go through that as well. But that's why the random assortment of child loss, a manhwa which reading, and like a random tech question.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like the thing is that I would understand like if I had how does the signal get affected, or if I signal get affected, the more doors you've closed and stuff. So like if it was straight after the manhwa, Like it would have made more sense, because it does affect us. You need Wi-Fi to go read it. But I have child loss between them, so something else must have happened for me to write that.
No, I can't.
And
So, do you want to expand on your child loss story, or are you moving on to another thing?
I have no idea. Like that's the thing. I don't know what happened here.
Okay, well,
but it's something,
I also have another topic. It might be slightly controversial.
That's it.
But
Controversial, nice.
Yeah, it can be nice. Okay, so people that get bullied over the internet.
Cyberbullying.
Yeah. Why do you let that influence you? Why do you not just leave the platform? Because why stay? Okay, wait. Okay. So there's this one girl on TikTok, and I followed her on Instagram a while ago because she is quite pretty. But obviously, she got quite a bit of traction, and she was popular for a while, and like for modeling, I think, or something like that. Not professional modeling, but some form of it and shit like that. So, and anyway, she got bullied, but because that happens to anyone in like a higher position or that has popularity, they get criticized, right?
Yeah.
And she got bullied for something like her insecurities got shown, or like not shown, got pointed out and got made fun of or something like that. But instead of just like leaving the platform, then instead of being like, okay, I have this huge amount of negativity pointed at me. Like, let's say, Red, you get bullied at you like posting pictures of your face on social media, and now someone comes along and they bully you because your beard doesn't connect on all the places. Like, I'm sure you would just be like, okay, well, you in particular won't let it bother you, I'm pretty sure. But like, a regular person might just be like, okay, well, that's funny, and then leave that platform or like not care about them. Why is it that some people always stay there and almost to be like, no, look at me, I get bullied. Come on, everyone, stand together and help me fight this.
Yeah, the thing is, right, first of all, like sometimes people can't leave, like, the jobs are online. Yes. And most probably they can find them anywhere. Like these kind of people, like cyberbullying is a really, really big thing. Like, it's always a good question, like, why don't you just leave? But sometimes, like, once you start getting bullied and people see you, like, and let's say if you was in school, people from school will see this, and you don't even have to know about it. Like, they could take a picture of you, post it on themselves, like, and they they could make a deep face of you being naked and stuff like that. That's still bullying. Like, you don't have to know about it. Like, people around you will know about it, and then they can also like this is why cyberbullying is so big in schools. Even if you're not on social media, it doesn't matter. You can still be the victim because everyone around you is still making fun of you, even though you have no idea. Like, you're just wondering, well, why are they laughing at me, fam? Like, what did I do something? Am I wearing something dumb? It's like, nah, like they're actually looking at pictures of you being in a deep fake, doing this, thing, that. That's why cyberbullying is such a difficult thing to stop. People just become anonymous, of course, unless you. This is why I just become a hacker, fam. They say one bad thing, like they call you, even like they even say hello, fam. Just hack them. It's like, yeah, fam,
hello with a weird font, and then it's just like hack them, get their IP address and post it to them, and it's like, you want to continue this conversation? I'll come to your house.
I know, I'll come to your house, fam. Like it's like but I see you live in a very, very bad neighborhood, so I'm gonna take everything in your bank account. So good luck, fam. That's cyberbullying is a really, really big problem. I feel like people just can't just leave.
Yeah,
like you said, she was modeling, some kind of modeling. Yeah, you said some kind of modeling. So most probably she posted a lot of pictures online.
Yeah. But I don't know if it's just like how she gets money. One of those people that are like an Instagram model. So obviously for her to have the fan page or to have the Instagram page would be publicity for her. It would be a place for her to get more work and everything like that. But like, if you get bullied to such a point where you have to go see a psychologist or psychiatrist. What is there difference?
No. There's a psychologist is different to a psychiatrist.
Wait, isn't it the one that the one can give you medication and the other one can't?
So yeah, psychiatrist is the one you go talk to, fam. A psychologist is the one that giving you the medicine, is like a proper doctor, you know. They actually can do medical stuff to you.
Anyway, let's not get on that controversial topic of what is real medicine and not.
Okay. So you okay? Wait, so you want like so like let's say a witch doctor. It's not a real doctor, fam.
No, they're not. They throw bones into a like basin or whatever, and then they're like, you're gonna have bad luck for the next year. Go and like chop up a goat, and then you'll be fine or whatever.
I see.
That does not make sense to me. Why? So...
but I guess you wouldn't mind, you know, like you would mind because you know goats are your family, you know.
Yeah, that would be very disrespectful.
Goat lover, but you know, back to the topic you were saying. Hopefully you remember.
Nah, well, just basically, why do people let themselves be influenced by cyberbullying that much? I can understand that it can be very bad. Obviously, some people have a stronger mentality. Some people have like a fortification against it. But if you get influenced so easily by what other people say, why do you
should
stay
not be on social media, fam? Don't be on social. If you get influenced by other people, don't be on social media, fam. Don't. But also the other main reason is it's content, fam. It's content. You can attention seek from this. If someone starts bullying us from this podcast, you know, we'll talk about it. It's like, yo, fam, you know, it's so sad. Like, you know, it's really affecting me personally. Like, I'm just trying to think I'm gonna commit suicide and shit. Like, you'll get views, fam. You get views.
Just after we press the stop recording button, we'll be like, look at these beggars, you know, they think that they can bully us like this.
It's like justice, man. I'm just gonna be like, yo, man, this episode is gonna make us a lot of money. Maybe next
Imagine the clickbait on this title.
You know, the money, I'm gonna be crying, I'm gonna be wiping my tears with the $100 bills, you know. But you know that, you know, cyberbullying. Don't do it, fam. If you're doing cyberbullying, don't do it.
Yeah.
I highly doubt you're gonna stop from just some random guy to random two people on the internet telling you to stop cyberbullying. So you're not gonna stop, doesn't, you know? But don't do it, you know.
Stop, because really someone might have a hacker brother or sister or whatever, and then they'll come beat you up, you know, get your IP.
Fam, yeah. They get your IP, then they come beat the shit out of you, fam. You never know.
They sell you on the black market or something, you know.
Black market, if you get sold on the black market, man, just give up on life, fam. Either you're gonna turn out to be a slave, a sex slave, or they're gonna harvest your organs.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you're gonna be an organ donor. You're not gonna know you're an organ donor, but you'll wake up in an ice cold bath. If you wake up, and you won't have any organs left.
You know, you won't even wake up, fam. You know, like you'll be gone, but the people that, you know, that they found you, they'll know you're an organ donor, and you'll be plastered all over the internet. Like, we must find this poor guy. Look what happened to him. This, that.
Find his organs and return it to old Johnny here in the bathtub. You know,
you know, just come, Johnny boy. But but you know,
did I give him a name?
Well, you know, so from now on, every time we have someone to murder, someone we kill off, he's gonna be named Johnny. If your name is Johnny, I actually had a friend. I actually knew someone back in grade 2. Someone named Johnny.
Okay.
Oh, John. That was John.
Did he have the nickname Johnny, or was it just John?
No, I don't know, fam. Just fuck it. It was years ago, fam. Grade 2 for me was a really, really long time ago.
Your age was like 7 to 8 in grade 2, right? So
7 to 8. I don't know. I started school when I was 3 years old.
Okay, but that's like elementary school. That's not primary school.
Nah, I was in grade 12 and at the age of 7.
I see. So you're like what, young Sheldon? What's that series? Isn't he also in like university?
Oh yeah, he's in university. Yeah, he's in university. I don't remember. I don't know. I think he's 10. I think he's 10 years old or something. Who cares, man? After Big Bang Theory, I never watched anything after that. You know, I was like,
I haven't even watched Big Bang, so it's fine.
What? Such a good show, though.
It sounds like such a long thing to watch, and I'm not really interested.
That's a fun show to watch. You should watch it. It's quite funny. It's funny to watch. You should watch it.
So that's your recommendation of this week.
Recommendation for this episode: The Big Bang Theory. It's a must watch. It's a must watch for the whole thing. But it's been 40 minutes. We talked about about 3-4 topics. Keeping it short so we can upload the clips and stuff. Talked about it, driving, dying and stuff, and other World War stuff. I think World War thing is a weekly thing now.
We can stray from it because okay, never mind. It's not like there's much to talk about, is there? Okay, well, there's quite a lot to talk about if you go and do research, but
yeah,
that sounds like work.
That sounds a lot of work, if God did have a new intro, you would have found out that we're just average guys, Hopefully next time God does the intro, the new intro. But for now, that is it. That is it. Remember, go watch us on Spotify. Go listen to us on
Spotify. Yeah. We'll hopefully, if we remember to add the links, I'm not sure if maybe we'll add it to the older episodes.
Maybe, who knows? Maybe we'll. I can do that pretty easily, but for now, it's fine.
But okay, this has been your Extremely Average podcast with your hosts, Goat and Red, and we thank you for joining us today. And as usual, Teap curses you with an extremely average week.
Bye-bye.